Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Todoist series. My name is Pullein, and this week, as it's getting very close to the new year, I thought a great video this week would be how to plan your 2022 goals using Todoist. Now, the reality here is you want to be doing most of your planning in your Notes app. But Todoist is great for maintaining and managing the steps you have to take in order to achieve that goal. And that's what I'm going to show you this week. Now, before we go any further, if you do get any value from this video, then please help me by clicking on that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and you want to get all the latest tips, tricks, and news on using Todoist, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's go into Todoist now and start planning some goals for next year. Okay, so the first thing we want to be doing is creating a new project. Now, to do that, all we have to do is click on the plus here and create a new project. Now, I've actually created one already, but I just want to take you through this step so that you know which type of project to create. So over here, we're going to call this goals or 2022 goals, whatever you want to call that. You can select the color of the project. Now, that doesn't really change much, except it gives it a colored dot, as you can see there. But what you really want to do is to make sure that you are selecting board. This is going to work much, much better for you if you're using a board to create this. Okay, so that's the first step you need to take. Now, to save some time, I've already created it, and it's down here at the bottom. I've given it a color. Sorry, that's 2021 goals. That was last year's goals. This is my 2022 goals right here. Now, essentially what I'm doing is we're planning goals. That's all we're doing. So we're not really worried too much about what we're doing and when we're going to do it. This is really setting out some goals. Now, what I'm going to do, just to make this a lot clearer, I'm just going to remove the sidebar, which we can do by hitting the M key like that. And that removes the sidebar. So what I've done is just to save some time, I've created 3 areas. Now, the best goals you're going to have are going to come from your 8 areas of focus. Now, I've got 3 of them here, which is health and fitness, career and business, personal development. But there are also finances, there's family and relationships, there's spirituality, there's your... I've got to try and remember these. And then there's your life purpose and so on and so forth. So I've given 3 right here. Now, these are probably 3 of the easier ones to create, which is why I've probably chosen them. So what we're going to do is in this first task here, so what we're going to do is create a section. So you can add a section by hitting that right there. So I can add another section if I wish. So let's say I'm going to add there, and I'm just going to call this finances. So I've now got 4 of my 8 areas of focus right there. Now, if you're interested in learning more about your areas of focus, I do have a workbook that you can use, and that's a free download from my website, which I'll put a link to in the show notes. Okay, so let's get back to how to create your goals. Now, what I've done here is I have got my health and fitness. That's the area of focus that the goal is associated with. And what I'm trying to do, and what I will do over the course of December, is develop one goal, at least one goal, from each of my 8 areas. So right here, we've got my health and fitness area of focus. And what I'm going to do, although I hoped to have done that this year, but unfortunately, because of the pandemic or the continuing pandemic, I was unable to do it in 2021 because it was postponed. But I will be doing it in 2022. But it's not just about, for me, certainly it's not just about completing the 2022 Chuncheon Marathon. I've completed many marathons in my time. I want to make a statement to myself. Now remember, your goals are for yourself. So I'm going to make a statement to myself that I want to run the Chuncheon Marathon in under 4 hours. Now I don't care if that's 3 hours, 59 minutes and 59 seconds, as long as it's under 4 hours. Now, what I need to do here is Now, I'm not going to be too specific with my action steps. The only thing I need to do when it comes to this particular goal is to schedule an exercise on my calendar, because I put my exercise on my calendar because my weeks change from week to week. So what we're doing here is you'll notice that there's no checkbox. So what I'm going to do is click on this and we're going to show you how we set this up. So if I go into the description, you'll notice that I've got asterisks, then space, and what I want to do is the actual outcome that I want, which is complete the 2022 Chun Chun Marathon in under 4 hours. I want that in bold. I want that to stand out. Now, to bold in Todoist, you just put 2 asterisks either side of the text. So I've got the 2 asterisks right there. If I take those away, it'll look very much like schedule next week's section. Now, if I wish I could put a description, I'm not going to need to do that. And that asterisk, by the way, at the front, you need to have a space, is going to remove the checkbox. So if I save that, that's now given me a bold. Now I can create subtasks in here if I wish. I'm not going to, because I want to keep this neat and tidy. Now, what I'm going to be doing with this board is when I do my weekly planning, I'm going to make sure that things are going to be moving forward. But there is a shortcut here. What you want to be doing is having at least one task that is recurring. So you'll see in this one, if I open up this is schedule next week's exercise because I put that on my calendar, and I have this set up as every Saturday because on a Saturday is when I do my weekly planning. So really, I don't need to add anything more to this. Now, there is going to be another one which I know I'm going to need to do, which is send in entry form. And that's going to be, I need to make sure I'm done that by July. So I'm just going to go down to here, January, February, March, April, May. Oh, we're going to July. So I'm going to go date that for the 1st of July 2022, and that's it. That's all I need to do, because that's going to come up on the 1st of July. It's well before the deadline, but it's going to be my little reminder that I need to do that. And this is a great place. If there's something that you need to do on a specific date, put that date in now, because you're only going to be looking at your goals board on a weekly basis. Maybe you don't even have to do that. Maybe you just need to look at it on a monthly basis. Let's look at my business goal. So I want to grow my company by 20%. Now, this is a little bit more, I need to be thinking about a bit more specific. So what I'm going to be doing is every month from the 1st of January, what I want to be doing is reviewing my online courses. So review online courses and decide which one to update. Actually, I'm going to do this quarterly, this quarter. So review online courses and decide which one to update this quarter. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because I want to do this every 3 months, because that's a quarter, from 1st of Jan. So you'll see that on Saturday, the 1st of January, that is going to come up, and I'm going to hit return. And that's in now. I'm going to add the task. Now, the question I'm going to ask myself here is, do I need to flag this? Well, yes and no. I'm not going to flag it, but there you go. I've now got a task in my business goals to review my online courses and to decide which one to update this quarter. I know that if I update 4 of my courses, that always drives sales. So I will be updating at least one of my courses every quarter. There may be 2 each quarter. I will decide that when I do that review on the beginning of each quarter. So that's a task that I've got set up in there. Now, personal development, I've not actually added anything in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create this non-completable task. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the star in there, and I'm going to bold it. So I'm going to put 2 asterisks. I'm going to do complete UPW Sydney, and that's all I need to do, because I know what needs to happen here. So I understand what that means. UPW is Tony Robbins's Unleash the Power Within course. I'm hoping there's going to be a live event in Sydney in September. So I know that's going to come up in September. So I'm going to add that task, and you'll see that it's bold and there's no There is absolutely no checkbox there. Now I'm going to add a task in there, which is in March. What I want to do is look to see if the event can be. I'm going to be a bit more positive because look to see is a bit weak. Book UPW for RK and myself. That's it. That's really all I need. And I'm going to put this for the 1st of March because I know that if it's going to happen, they will have some sort of plan by the 1st of March. So I'm going to add that for the 1st of March and I'm going to add the task. Now, the key when you're developing your goals is to make sure you've got at least one task. Now, if I can book this, if it happens this year in 2022, what I can do is once it's booked, I am then going to turn it into a project because I've got to book the hotel, we've got to book the flights, and we've got a few friends in Australia, so I need to let them know that we're coming over. So there's a few other things that I want to do, but right now, the only thing I actually need is one task which is going to trigger me. If I can book UPW in March, I will book it. And then I can turn it into a project. And let's do the final one. And this is just a simple one, which is just again to show you how you can set up recurring events. So let's do it again. We're going to asterisk to create a non-completable task. So asterisk and space. Then what we're going to do is two asterisks, which bolds the text. Save, let's say, $20,000. That's it. That's all I need. It's very clear. Save $20,000. I don't need to go anything further than that. Add the task. There you go. I've got the bold. And so what I need to do is do some calculating. So I'm just going to bring up my Spotlight search and 20,000 divided by 12. And that's going to give me 1,666. So let's call it 1,700. So send 1,700. Whoops, don't want to do my. Let's click on here. Let's get right. So save. Again, it wants to be a very direct task with a strong verb. So send, and let's go 1,700 to my savings account, and I'm going to do that every 15 from 1st of January. There you go. So that's going to come up on the 1st of January 2022. And there we go. Again, I don't need to add anything else to this particular one. You don't want to be going crazy. What you want to be doing is looking at what one thing you could do each month or each week or each day that's going to really help you to achieve these goals. Now, these goals are reasonably simple. They're fairly easy to follow and you can build them up. As I say, what you want to be doing is creating a goal for each of your areas of focus in 2022. That way you're going to keep your life in balance around your health, your family and relationships, your health and fitness, your career and business, your personal development, your finances, your lifestyle and life experiences, your spirituality, and your life's purpose. Life purpose will probably be a bit more difficult, but there's always something that you can do that might help you to drive that area further forward. There you go. Hopefully you found this useful. Hopefully it's given you some ideas. Thank you very much for watching this video. And it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Hello, thank you very much for watching my videos. Now I have something exciting to tell you about. Recently I have developed a brand new time management system. It's a system designed to manage your time in the 21st century. The world has changed a lot over the last 20 years. In fact, it's actually changed a lot this year. And what we need now is a system, a time management system that is very easy to use, easy to maintain, so that you can spend more of your time doing the work. And that's what the time sector system is all about. It's going to change your whole belief system about the way a time management system should work, because this focuses on when you are going to do the task. And let's be honest, it doesn't matter how motivated, inspired, or how urgent something is. If you don't have time to do it, it is never going to get done. And that's what this system is built around, getting your work done. So you can spend more of your time doing the things that you want to do. I hope you join me in this course. The full details of the course are in the show notes below, so please join me, and thank you very much for watching this brief video.